it feels like everywhere you look these days, there's something new to worry about.
Right.
Like you're always trying to keep up. Global health scares, the climate, just even like your personal life.
Yeah,
Yes, so many things are outside your control. It's kind of unsettling, isn't it?
absolutely. This feeling of uncertainty is a really fundamental part of life.
Yeah.
It's something humans have been dealing with for centuries. And so today, we're going to look at how the Stoics viewed uncertainty.
Okay.
And we're going to go on a deep dive into how they actually use their understanding of the universe and of fate to cope with that feeling.
The Stoics.
Okay.
So if everything is kind of unpredictable, how does their cosmic view actually help you deal with it?
Well, for the Stoics, living a good life was tied to understanding the world around you.
Okay.
They had this concept of the cosmos as a unified whole. It's called sympathia.
Sympathia.
Yeah. And basically, it means everything is interconnected. So like ripples in a pond, your actions have effects even if you can't see them.
Right.
And they believed that this interconnected universe operates according to reason,
Okay.
this kind of divine order.
Right.
They termed it the logos. So even those unpredictable events are part of a larger rational structure,
Yeah.
even if we don't totally understand it.
Okay. So it's interconnected and it's rational.
Yeah.
But they were also materialists, right?
Exactly. Everything is physical. So for them, everything that's real is material, which means it can have an effect
Okay.
or be affected. And this includes even like our thoughts and emotions.
Interesting.
And then this material universe, it's not static, it's constantly changing. It's driven by this active principle, which is the logos we talked about. It's sometimes called pneuma. You can think of it as like a cosmic energy.
Okay.
And it's working on this passive matter.
Okay, so we've got this rational, interconnected, and always changing material universe. So where does fate fit into all of this?
Well, because of their understanding of the universe being governed by this logos, they believe that all events are determined. So fate, or heimarmenu.
Hi, Marmena.
It isn't some outside force. It's really just this logical unfolding of a universal chain of cause and effect.
Okay.
So preceding conditions lead to specific outcomes.
So that's determinism then. But doesn't that mean that our choices don't really matter?
That's actually a very common misunderstanding. The Stoics were some of the first thinkers on this idea of compatibilism.
Okay.
They figured out a way to reconcile determinism with human agency. Your actions and your choices aren't outside of fate. They're actually part of how fate unfolds.
Interesting.
You can think of it like a dog tied to a cart.
Okay.
The cart has a set destination, but the dog can choose to walk alongside or be dragged.
Right.
The destination's the same, but the journey is very different. So your responses, your attitudes, those are within your control, and they shape your experience
Right.
within this determined course of events.
So even with all this uncertainty that we face in our modern world, the Stoics would say there is this underlying order to things.
Exactly.
And that we should be focusing on managing what we can control, like our actions and our thoughts.
Precisely. And this is so relevant for us today.
Yeah.
Think about like a global health crisis.
Right.
You can't control the virus itself, but you can control whether you follow guidelines and how you take care of yourself.
Right.
Something like climate change, you can make different choices in your life. Even with things that are scientific unknowns, you can cultivate a resilience to accept that our understanding of things is always evolving.
So it's like shifting your energy from worrying about what you can't change to actually acting on what you can.
That's exactly it. Acceptance in Stoicism, it's not passive resignation. It's the very foundation for effective action. It frees you from the emotional drain of fighting the uncontrollable.
Okay.
And this actually leads to another really key idea in Stoicism. And this is the idea of Amor Fati.
Amor Fati.
Yeah, it means a love of fate.
Wow.
And it's not just accepting what happens, it's truly embracing it as part of that larger rational order that we talked about, even seeing it as necessary for your growth.
A love of fate. That's a big step, especially when you're facing something difficult. How do you even begin to do that?
A good starting point is just acknowledging reality. Choose one situation in your life that's causing uncertainty.
Okay.
And consciously say to yourself, this is as it should be.
Okay.
It's a small step, but it's powerful. And it can really help you shift your perspective.
So by understanding this Stoic view of an ordered, interconnected universe, accepting that even in uncertainty there's a pattern, and then focusing on our reactions, we can find a sense of calm and even like a sense of purpose.
Absolutely. And as a final thought for you, consider how actively embracing even the difficult and the uncertain parts of life might fundamentally change your experience.
Right.
You might find strength. You might even find beauty in the unfolding of events.
It's a whole different way of looking at things.
It really is.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Stoicism.
It's been a pleasure.